Good evening and welcome to East Brunswick High School. Today it's volleyball as the Bears take on the Falcons of St. Joseph's in a Red Division contest. I'm Frank Noppenberger and I'm joined by Greg Rutz, the volleyball guru of East Brunswick. Greg, it seems that both teams are down a little bit. St. Joseph's very young. After talking to coach, they're very young and they're still in the learning stage. It used to be when you were coaching, this was number 1 versus number 2. With both teams being down a little bit, will that lose any intensity of today's contest?
No, not at all. It's one of those rivalries where you love playing them, but you hate losing to them. It doesn't matter how talented or untalented you are. You're going to show up and you're going to play as hard as you possibly can all day long.
Now, I know you've been on our bench and have watched us in practices. What would you say is the strength of our team, and that's the first question. What is our strength?
I would say chemistry. They really do enjoy playing with each other, and they do play well in that mode. That knowing where everybody is at all times kind of a situation.
And St. Joseph's, how do you think they're going to approach this game for them to be victorious?
Volleyball is the same everywhere you go. You have to serve well and you have to serve receive well. If they can put pressure on us and serve receive, then they know they have the advantage. And vice versa. We have to serve well to be able to put the pressure on them.
Now, we know this is an exciting game. We got music, we got a packed house, but it's also a really special day. And at the same time, it's a celebration. It's also a sad day. Would you care to let us know about it?
Yeah, today we're having the Emily Frederick Memorial Game. Emily was taken from us in November of 2017 in a tragic accident in Philadelphia. She played 4 years for East Brunswick Volleyball, and we feel like this is the least we can do to celebrate her life. So we're going to have this match, which St. Joe's has been very gracious to have with us. And following it, we're going to have dessert because Emily was a pastry chef, so we thought a little dessert after would be right down her alley.
Okay, well, thank you, and we'll be back in a minute with the slide presentation and then the game.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to East Brunswick High School. Today's GMC Red Division volleyball matchup is between the St. Joseph's Falcons and your East Brunswick Bears. This afternoon is a special match as we are honoring the memory of a special member of the East Brunswick volleyball family. Emily Fredericks was tragically taken from us in November of 2017 while biking to work. She truly loved the game of volleyball, playing for the Bears for 4 years, 2 of those at the varsity level. After graduating high school in 2011, she attended Johnson & Wales University and graduated with a BA in baking and pastry and a minor in psychology. Emily was a pastry chef at Les Cheries in Philadelphia and loved not only what she did for a living, but loved life itself. Emily was generous, wonderfully joyful, and loving to all those around her. Tonight, East Brunswick's outside hitters will be wearing her jersey number, and we will be awarding the first annual Emily Fredericks Award to a player from East Brunswick who best embodies Emily's spirit and play. At the conclusion of the match, we would love for all of you to join us in the sub-gym for dessert. We can only hope that what we baked tonight is half as good as what Emily created. At this time, we ask that you please rise and join us in a moment of silence. Thank you. We ask that you please stay standing as we honor the United States of America and all who serve to protect it with the playing of our national anthem. Before we get to the starting lineups, we'd like to remind everyone that here at East Brunswick, sportsmanship is always in season. Please keep all comments towards players, coaches, and officials positive. Thank you, and now here are your starting lineups.
Okay, welcome back, and here we are. We're ready to do the starting lineups, but we'll listen to the warm-up as we're doing that. Coach, what a beautiful ceremony! What a beautiful ceremony! Thank you on behalf of everyone. I know you had a big part in setting this all up. What a great tribute! What a great tribute!
Yeah, we I got to admit, I've been nervous all day about this. I wanted to make sure that we represented Emily in the best light possible, and as bright as she shined, that was difficult for me to make sure I did it all right, and I hope it seemed to come off without a hitch. And right now you have to be really proud of St. Joe's right now. If you notice, they're coming off the far side, they're going over, and the starters are shaking hands with the Frederick family.
Yeah, it's
a real nice touch by St. Joe's, and we really appreciate that.
Let me tell you, you and I both understand the joy that a daughter can bring in. There's a tear in my eye right now watching this, and and I'd like to thank St. Joe's for cooperating for this event.
Yeah, when we actually checked the schedule to add this event, we knew that Miguel and St. Joe's was the right place to go. So we really do appreciate that. And here's our EB starting lineup.
Okay, you can take that, please.
That's Josh Shafir coming out. He's the starting right side for the Bears. There's starting middle, Michael Coyne.
Number 10, outside hitter, Paul Anania.
There's one of the outsides. You'll notice that both outsides tonight will be wearing Emily Frederick's number 22 number. We thought that was a nice touch.
Right.
And Paul obviously is an outside. Same thing with Ed Wang, who just came out, setter. Jared.
And I just hope that the referees had no problem with that.
Not at all, not at all. They wanted to make sure that that St. Joe's is okay with it,
right.
And they were very much in on it from the get-go. Just a connection for us I'm sorry, we mixed Max come out, and here comes the starting libero, Ashley. Jack Fredericks, Emily's younger brother, has worked for St. Joe's at camps, so he has a personal connection to the St. Joe's program. Not only did he beat him a bunch of times in high school, but he also has worked for him.
Well, not only that, you and Miguel have a great relationship and respect for each other.
Yeah.
Our head coach Christian coached there for a while.
Yes.
And we do have a great relationship with St. Joe's.
Yes. As passionate as this rivalry can be, I think there's just as much respect out there, and doesn't always happen.
And I know we do the same for them if it ever, and whatever they needed. Okay, so speaking to Miguel before the game, he's saying he's playing a lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores, and they're going through a big learning curve, trying to figure out who is who and who's going to be the man and who's going to not be the man, so to speak. And but you look at our lineup where we got three seniors and 2 juniors, and to me that's a great combination.
Yeah, you have the experience. You have I think that's kind of the way both programs have run for a long time, where you earn it. Doesn't matter how old you are, you got to earn it. And we've had a lot of sophomores start, and like you said, that mix of juniors and seniors really does give you that benefit of experience, and and you get the best group together. Right.
Well, they talk about seniors, and especially like the NC2A basketball tournament, they just talked about the seniors, the maturity, the leadership, the being involved in making the right decisions. And so I'd like to think that that's going to help. This win's going to help jumpstart us into a nice run in the conference schedule. And
yeah, for them, it comes down to consistency. They've got to be more consistent at all aspects of the game, right? Closing blocks, making passes, serving on a consistent level. And if they do that, they have the ability to win a lot of games and really take control of this conference. But until that consistency comes around, they're gonna struggle. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna help right there. Paul Anania with a real nice swing right there.
And okay, I'm glad you're helping out with the numbers and the names because I'm struggling.
I hope by now. I hope by now I know.
You
I know these guys. Yeah.
And that's a no-no from a coach, and you can see Coach Miguel out there trying to be positive and tell him, but that's just that you just can't have that.
That just shows their inexperience right there. Not saying that an experienced team won't do it, but especially at a young level, you're going to see that a lot. I'd like to coach up the EB Bears right now, but I'm here.
Whoa, how'd the freshmen do today, Coach?
We lost in three. A lot of energy out of the Joe's freshmen. They came in and play hard late. We made some mistakes down the stretch, so we'll get better. Another great swing by the outside. Josh Shafir right there. Nice swing on the outside.
That makes it 4-1. When we get some timeout, maybe on a timeout or something, you could tell us if there's any new rule changes in volleyball, since this is our first televised game of the year, and we have a few more coming up.
Actually, right now, the only real rule change is that after a timeout, the referees used to whistle to end the timeout. They no longer whistle. They have to blow the horn. That's the only rule change of any kind. It's quite frustrating because I'm not a horn guy.
That's mind-boggling.
Yeah. So that's the only rule change right now that is of any consequence during a match right there. Nice block right there by Joe's. Your camera angle doesn't show it, but our seated angle shows that the blockers for St. Joe's are penetrating. They're getting their hands across. They're creating a very nice block that East Brunswick going to have to work their way around. It's a good floater. Net got in the way. It happens. We got a rotation in right here. I think somebody's confused. They should be serving, and they're not. There you go, Ash. The libero is allowed to serve for one rotation. Doesn't matter which player it is. They're allowed to serve for one rotation. So in this case, he's serving for one of the middles.
A lot of communication with the Bears, as you pointed out in the pregame.
Yep, nice play right there by the. They got out of a situation that they shouldn't have been in, and they fought hard to get out of it. That was a nice play right there. Some good defense, some smart plays. The middle was out of position, so Josh Shafir, the right side, came over and put up a block against an overpass. Good couple digs right there. So that was impressive defense right there by the Bears. Ball's outside. Big touch. Ash with the dig. Outside to Ed.
Boy, that white line, and I know when I was working and you were coaching, we used to discuss that white line. That's still confusing to me.
Yeah?
That's out.
Yes, that's out.
That's the green.
Yeah, that's our practice lines, yes.
So the audience, when you're looking out there, disregard that white line.
Yep.
What a nice crowd here. And the Fredericks family, and they're related to the Monaseski family, which is an East Brunswick family. And in that group over there's a lot of family here for Emily, and it's just great to see that. Our principal, Dr. Vanella, was here. Mr. Yanazzo, the athletic director, is here.
Yeah, no, I got quite a bit of contact from players that graduate with Emily that are spread out all across the country, and especially on a Wednesday night cannot make it here. So they sent out their good hustle right there by the Bears. They got to make up for it. They've had a couple of really boneheaded mistakes in the last couple points. So that little play right there helps out a little bit.
Nice catch by Mr. Yanazzo there, one-handed.
Hey, he was a Big E winner, right?
Yeah, but maybe the Yankees could use him at third base. Yeah, see, well, I'm not sure if that's inexperience, but that's unlike a St. Joe's team. Those 3 errors right there, hitting it in the net, letting the ball drop, and then that one.
Yeah. Hey, you're gonna see it, especially if they're playing that many freshmen and sophomores, and then you're gonna see spots of brilliance where they make a play that you're like, wow, that's a play by Paul. Ed right there making that dig, a sophomore. Libero for St. Joe's right now is playing some really nice ball. He's made a couple really nice digs. Right now, the St. Joe's errors are confidence-based. You can see that young man's probably a freshman, and he's probably very unsure of whether it's his ball or not his ball and what he should do with it. And I'm sure with a young man playing for McGill, as well as I know, you give that kid a season, and he's not going to be unsure anymore. He's going to be quite an effective player. All right. Bad news is St. Joe's had a bad swing right there. Good news is East Brunswick was in good position to play that ball. Touch. Unfortunate, the ceiling right there, but hey, you got to keep battling out there.
Well, let's see, it's 11-6. The Bears over St. Joe's, and this is a red division matchup. And it's important for the Bears to win this game because they lost already. They have one loss in the division, and that was to Old Bridge, who's rated one of the top teams in the state. But speaking to Coach Alexander, and he thinks that we can beat them, that we had a couple unforced errors. So when they come here, maybe it'll be a different story.
Yeah, watching the Old Bridge game the other day, I felt like we lost that more than Old Bridge won it. Now, don't get me wrong, they played pretty well. But for me, I felt like we were the ones in that scenario.
Right.
We were giving away more points than we were earning.
Yeah, now Mike's a junior, I believe, right? Mike Coyne?
Mike Coyne's a junior, yes.
And his brother's on the basketball team,
yes,
I believe.
Yes. And I'm glad to say that, speaking to Mike today, I'm really glad that those guys got different haircuts because I was having trouble telling the two of them apart. Good pass outside. Big swing right there by Paul.
Yeah.
All right, I don't know if you could see that in the screen, but the dig by Joe's came up and just caught the ventilation duck, and that's illegal if it comes across. If it stayed on St. Joe's side,
then they played again.
Then yes, that is correct. I believe that ball hit the antenna.
Oh, good.
Great dig right there. Good. Oh,
okay, but the effort was there, not playing every ball to the end.
Yeah, as I'm scanning the crowd, we got a little time. I'm scanning the crowd, looking for some alumni and stuff. And to my left is the head coach for Rutgers Newark men's volleyball, where Jack played. And you know, it's nice. It's really nice to see that you know, the love for Emily extends out that far.
That's right. I remember he played there. They come back to me. Things come back to me slowly.
Three-year starter there, and they've also done a couple other things where Jack has done some stuff with that volleyball team out, which has really helped him. And again, really nice gesture. Really nice group of people. Pedro puts on a real nice program and allows them to be a family, extended family as well.
Well, that's what I always say about athletics. Boy, it's a unique family. Once you're a part of any team, no matter what it is, you just have that closeness, and that's indicated by a college coach coming down here for this. Very nice. Get up, Queen.
That's a great swing. It's a great swing.
So the Bears are 2-2, where they beat JP, Stevens, and Hillsborough, and they lost to two quality clubs.
Timeout right there by Joe's.
They beat Stevens and Piscataway, and they lost to Hillsborough and Old Bridge, two quality clubs. So this is a part of the huddle where what is he saying to the team to continue that the game's not. All right, maybe we can get in there.
Such as you two colliding into each other. Okay, the lack of communication has got to be fixed. That's an easy one. Okay, a couple of times we're like diving on the floor because we're not moving our feet. Okay, the ball's coming over. Okay, they're not putting anything powerful behind us. So let's be on our toes. Let's watch the tips, ready to move forward. Okay, if they hit a hard one at us, let them have it, and then we move on. All right, keep serving tough. Got to pick up the communication. Got to pick up our hustle. Okay, don't back down.
Bears on three. 1, 2, 3.
Well, you know, that's why you guys are coaches, because he's talking about a lack of communication in there, and yet from up here, I don't see it. But that's why you guys are the coaches.
Well, actually, as a coach, the one thing as I've matured as a coach, which is hard for me to say mature in my own sentence, is that communication is definitely two-sided. We may speak, but we don't always listen.
Okay.
Right? A player calls out and out, and the player still plays the ball. That's only half the communication. Right. So on his side, it seems like the same thing. Like there was a play where the setter was coming to get the ball, and the middle took it. Right? Well, the middle's job is to get out of the way. His job is not to set a ball. Okay. So the communication, the one side's there, you know, the other side's not, and they've got to continue to foster both sides.
And then he addressed the idea.
Foot faults.
If they make a good hit, it's on, just accept it and move on. Forget about it.
Correct.
So,
I always equate volleyball to like running a marathon on the track, because you're going to run by the finish line countless times, right?
I remember you saying that often.
Yep. So for these guys, they've got to understand that it's 1 point at a time. You can't get a 3-pointer. You can't get a 2-pointer. Right? You get one, but you can give up multiple points if you allow 1 point to affect you, you know, in the long term.
Well, that makes
a little shuffle going on here in the crowd over there.
19-10.
I see just peeking through the crowd while they're playing through here. Big swing by the outside there. Good dig by Paul Anania. Let's see if he's smart play, right? Got to put a ball in play, continue to live through. Sets the oppo here. Big swing out of side right there. Looking through the crowd, Emily Hans is sitting in the crowd right there. She played with Emily. Directly behind her is Alec Weissman. He played volleyball during the same time that she was here for the boys team.
I remember those names.
Yep. That is a very, very bad serve. Yankees could use a swing like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we can. Who else? And if I leave anybody out in the crowd while we're looking, I apologize.
Yes.
I'm trying to watch the game at the same time, but really do want to show. I know there's a ton of Fredericks, but there's so many of them I can't tell them all apart. Great swing by Max right there. Little low by the setter. That's why you can see him hit tape right there. But great tempo, good timing right there. They need more of that.
So we're playing very good, or are they not as strong as they've been in the past?
They're not. But don't get me wrong, we're playing better than we have, but that may be translated to their inexperience. Volleyball. The setter for volleyball is very much like a quarterback in football. They dominate the game so much. So if your setter is a freshman or a sophomore and maybe doesn't have any outside the high school experience, you know, for them to run a proper offense is very difficult to know, hey, I should be setting this person here, and they're just setting what they see, and it becomes very vanilla. It becomes very easy to defend.
Right, and then like basketball, you can run the ball or slow the ball down. In basketball, you can hold the ball. Volleyball, the ball is coming back every 3 hits.
Yep. And right now they're running a 6-2. They're running with 2 setters, one serving right now, and the other one just came out, which means that they probably have 2 very young setters, and he's trying to get them a ton of touches. And great swing right there by Ed Wang again. Again, the libero for Joe's is keeping him in it. He's making a lot of good digs against both. There it is. Max, nice job right there.
Yeah, nice.
Clap him up on a good, smart play right there.
Way to see the court, Max. Max has been around for a long time. I remember that name, right?
Yeah.
3 years, varsity at least.
I'm going to be the extension of Coach Portera right now with 3 service errors in the last 4 attempts. His head's about to explode.
Yeah, you know how I am with hitting it into the net.
It's like missing free throws right now. Yep. It's just nice play right there by Jared. The setter went up, tight pass. Blockers on this side being inexperienced, just put that ball away.
It's reading the court.
Yep.
No, actually, I think it's like stepping over the foul line on a free throw.
On a free throw.
I mean, missing the foul shot, I have no problem with it. You step over the foul line. So that's 23-13.
Right here, they're bringing in a Jay Thomas to serve.
Uncharacteristic. They have a lot of unforced errors, right?
Yeah, this is just maturity. That's all. But again, no, they're a program where you know, at the end of the season they're going to be a heck of a lot better, and he's willing to take the growing pains this year, knowing that all those guys come back next year, and they're going to be that much better next year with a summer on the beach and a winter in the club circuit, and you know they're going to grow dramatically.
And volleyball is definitely improved throughout the county.
Yes.
Since you started here, 20 years ago, whatever it was.
Yep.
It's just they are finally, well, we've always had volleyball people from Arnauer, and then you guys that knew the game, and Scarano, and then your wife, Melissa Strauss. At the time, we had volleyball people coaching volleyball. Not a lot of schools had that.
No. Great dig right there by Jared. Good communication right there by the libero. Right, libero in our offense, the liberos. If the setter digs, the libero's taking the second ball right there. They did a great job.
Well, that's a pretty nice performance there by the Bears. 25-14. Well, I've always said the St. Joe's coach, Miguel, is one of the nicest and straightforward guys that I've ever met. He lets you know exactly like it is, and he said they are young and inexperienced.
Yeah. And it's showing. And it's not like they're not playing hard. They're not trying their best.
All right. And that's what he could tell them.
At the end, yeah.
And I'm sure he's telling them, just stay positive, just keep working hard, you know, and then do the best you can for this game. Let's improve on the score. Let's improve on 25-14, and not make the same mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. And right now, he's not mad at them. He's not. He's right now. He's teaching.
Right,
okay.
Because you can't. There's nothing you can say by yelling at him or ranting, raving is going to do anything.
Yep.
But you're exactly right. You're teaching, and then your point about the communication before. I guess the old saying is, you know, that we're communicating, but we're not listening. That's why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Is that we need both ears. We've got to be listening.
Yeah, it's harder than you think, I guess, because we struggle. All our listeners out there, maybe I have a question for you. Maybe you can answer.
Go ahead.
I've been coaching volleyball for nearly 20 years now. I'm on the volleyball court. I am speaking to Jill. I asked Jill to move. She does not move, but Mary standing next to her does. Can you explain to me why that occurs? Now, their names are not similar, and this has happened to me for multiple years. I asked, hey, Jill, move back. Mary moves and Jill doesn't. So if anybody out there has any explanation to why that would occur.
It's very simple when you're in the heat of competition.
Oh, no, we're in practice. I'm standing behind them. This isn't game time. We're in practice, and I'm baffled by it.
Well, it all comes back to experience and understanding the game, and the coach and the player communicating and knowing each other and what they're thinking. Successful high school teams, they know what the coach is thinking before he says it. You don't even have to come off the bench. You don't have to come off the floor, and you know what the coach is going to say.
Yep. Yeah, and I can back that through some of my more successful seasons. You know, I didn't have to reach out to players. They were already looking at me going, yeah, we're good.
Yep.
We know. The Bo Henning teams, the Mark Mott teams, you know, Mark Montesky teams, the Reggie Carney teams, Keith Lane. Those guys that I see day in and day out, their teams do the exact same thing.
Right. Well, and you had that with, remember, the teams winning the state championships over there at South Brunswick? You had those kids, and it was like one after the other. And they never got rattled because you guys were all on the same page. And that's all about communication.
Yep.
Communication.
Yep. And I think this team's going to take some while to get there. This team has to step on the gas and get there now. And they can. They're very capable of getting to that next level. And, you know, it's just the understanding of, okay, my job is this, I do this, I move on, I do that. Okay, that's over, I do it again.
And he's still teaching.
Always.
You can see on the court there, I don't know if the camera picked it up, but Coach was already teaching. You never stop learning.
Yep. And as the coach of Coach Porter, he played for me for 4 years.
Right.
I can't tell you how proud I am of how much he's grown as a coach in the last 3 or 4 years. His communication skills, his understanding of the game has grown so much, and you can see it in the players. They're responsive to him. They want him to coach him. You know, he's doing such a good job out there, and from my side of it, very proud, very proud.
Well, you know, I've always said it takes 5 to 7 years to really develop yourself as a coach. I mean, guys like John Wooden, they were like losing records. They were Dean Smith losing records his first few years.
Yeah, it doesn't happen overnight, and I'm not sure we're all quite aware of that. We kind of think we can just do it.
Right. Okay, so we're back here. It's obviously everyone knows it's the best of 3. Game dropped to 25. You got to win by 2. The Bears won the first game, 25-14, and this is the second game. Obviously, if you're looking at the camera, that's the Bears on the left, even though they're both in green. It's the Bears on the left if you can't make out the Bears or the Fredericks on the back.
Good right there. Nice job by the libero. Being in position, making plays. Again, good position. All right, just so that was a double call. That was a double call. But if you can notice, the setter tried really hard not to step over that 10-foot line. If he steps over the 10-foot line and hand sets a ball, the hitter cannot jump and attack the ball.
That solid green line, correct?
Yep. Bad ball placement on EB. Great job by St. Joe's to put that ball away right there. By the way, really distracted by the young lady who's wearing pajamas in the corner. I don't know whose daughter that is, but it's very cute.
Tony's, maybe?
It could be. Good block again right there by Joe's. We're swinging right into it, right? They got a big guy right there. You got to understand what's in front of you and make smart swings. Nice swing right there. Nice play by the setter and Mike Coyne. And while we have a second here, I want to put out. You're gonna see a posting during this game of places that you could donate to Emily Frederick's Fund. It's Profite, PROFITE roll ROLL.org. You'll see that posted. There's also several events coming up in April. There's a bike ride. They're calling it a bike pastry scavenger hunt. It's a bike ride through South and Central Philadelphia where there will be multiple, I believe it's 12 shops throughout that area that will have pastries outside that you can pick up during your ride. There's a tribute brunch at Les Chiers where she worked, and then there is a painting fundraiser here in Old Bridge at the Elks. And again, all those dates and all that stuff will be posted during the game.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of interesting stuff, especially that bike ride. Okay, let's get back to the game. All of a sudden, Bears are down 2. We let a ball drop in on a long serve, and then we hit one into the net. And it looked like Coach Patera's head did explode.
Right now, the setter for EB has to settle down. He's making sets that aren't giving the hitters the advantage. He's giving the blocker the advantage by setting low, by setting tight. I don't think he's setting the wrong person. I just don't. See right there, much better.
Right.
Pat Hennessy, who's back in right now, starting. He got a great ball outside, got a good angle. Olbert didn't press, so it was an easy point right there for Pat.
Nice job by Mike coming off the bench.
Right there. Nice play right there by Pat. Right. Double block in the middle right there. Right.
And in volleyball, it's crazy. You always got to be ready because that ball is going to come at you from all different angles.
Unlucky right there. Good swing by the right side. The middle blocker stayed with the middle. Hard ball on the middle, stayed there, and then they had a single block outside, and the opposite took advantage of it. Max McConkoff, who's in there right now, is still coming off an ankle sprain, still working his way back in. Missed. Nice swing right there by Pat Hennessy.
Real nice hit by Hennessy.
Coming off, he missed about 3.5, almost 4 weeks of preseason coming off an ankle injury that occurred during volleyball club. So he's still trying to get some timing, and those things are going to happen. A little tight right there. Nice play right there. There's Matt. A great job by Joe staying in that game, playing that ball. Right?
Don't celebrate.
Wouldn't that be ours? That's East Brunswick ball, right? They hit it out of bounds off the block.
Well, that's what I'm confused at. I thought we
blocked it. I think Joe's was concerned about whether the ball was on the line based on what the linesman did. Then the down ref called it out. All right, so that would dictate that it would be East Brunswick ball, but the refs are doing the right thing right now. They're communicating and not just guessing.
Right.
Looks like they're going to give the ball to East Brunswick, point to East Brunswick. It's going to happen.
Well, it's so quick, and I mean, your experience at this. I mean, I struggle when I do a game with Melissa. It's amazing what she can see if it's in or out in the blocks.
Yes. A little hint for people that watch it live. If you foul the ball, you're going to be wrong. If you get ahead of the ball and watch it bounce, watch the area where it's going to bounce, you're going to see it more correctly more often. Because the ball blurs, it gets bigger. Ooh, that's in. That's a great swing by Pat right there.
Yeah,
Pat Hennessy
right
coming off the
sideline.
bench, so it's looking like a giant killer right there. Got 3 kills on 3 swings.
Patrick, just a junior, started last year as a sophomore. And coach is happy that his confidence and skill has improved. Ooh.
Yeah, we got to work on his foot speed. He's a little sluggish, especially on defense. I believe that's why he started Ed Wang. Ed Wang is a much better defender, at least as far as feet go and movement goes.
Right.
But
and how can he improve that?
Outside of volleyball, he's got to get in the gym. He's got to get quicker. He's got to hit the weights. He's got to hit the
rope, jumping
yeah,
rope.
Yeah, definitely. No touch.
Yeah.
I've been encouraging them to make that set to the outside, but not that high. It needs to be quicker. A lot of times the blocker on the opposing team has been cheating in when we've had the space, but it's got to be much quicker than that. Like that. But that set to the middle is going to aid in that outside setter swing, because now the middle's unsure. Wait, is he going to go right side again, or is he going to go outside again?
Right.
So.
Exactly. Once you start guessing, because it's such a quick game.
I just glanced up after that service error by Jay, and I could see 4 of Emily's teammates up top.
Now, did you coach Emily, or was it?
I did.
Melissa?
Yes. I was the JV coach when Melissa was the varsity coach for that squad.
Oh, so Melissa, and she's escorting her children out to the gym. Little guy with the backpack.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right there from our view, from your view, you can't see. From our view, the blocker did not get his hands across to the St. Joe side. And if you don't, you're going to lose that block every time. The ball's going to fall right in front of you. You have to get across. Great timing, good position, just didn't finish the hands. And if he does, he wins. See, right there, the St. Joe's guy got his hands across and he wins that block. So Paul's got to come back. Set was tight, but Paul's got to come back and get this ball back right here.
Now you got those young kids believing in their game.
Yep.
And now it's a 14-10.
And Joe and the EB right now is just kind of going through the motions. They're like, oh, we blew them out in the first. We don't have to play hard in the second. And this game doesn't work like that.
Any sport doesn't work like that. You know that.
That's it.
Kid kicked it, and that's legal.
That is legal. That's correct. I've seen blockers dig a ball with their foot in front of them. I've seen liberos bicycle kick a ball back and play. We don't train it, but it is legal.
Right.
It's smart swing right there. Wasn't a great set. Good smart swing. That ball was out. But St. Joe's played it, so now the ball's live, and EB's got to take advantage of the free ball right there. They're giving us an opportunity. Not a good set again.
No.
Not a good set again. I don't know if Mike was trying to run a 31 that's away from the setter, or they're running a 1 ball and Mike didn't get to him. But either way, that was not a good connection. Just a lucky play right there by Mike.
He dinked it in.
Heads-up play by Mike.
I would like to think that he saw the opening.
That's it. Again, tight. High and outside, but tight. If you could see the white line on the court that travels around the net. The ball should be on that line, and it's inside, which is giving the blocker the advantage. So
that white line, that's
just a practice line for us, but it just happens to be in the appropriate place for where our ball needs to be. Yep.
That kid got some height there.
Yep. I'd hate to say that from the opposing side, I hate to see that kid's a freshman, because I would be a little scary if he's only a freshman. Not that it's not scary if he's a sophomore, but.
Right.
Good touch right there by the setter. Yeah, that's a tough ball off the net right there. Oh.
Is that just experience there by Mike? Knowing people have him behind him?
No, that's lack of confidence right there on a ball like that. He's either got to be on the net blocking it, or he's got to take control of the ball. There's no in between.
And I see Coach Alexander went right up to him and told him, let's get into that huddle. Well, maybe we're not in the huddle.
Apparently, Coach Portera pulled the Rutz and turned it off during the timeout. I was unaware that it was only on my first time when it was on, only on timeouts. I thought it was on all the time. But
so the Bears are down 3, 16-13, and it's not near that tense time yet. It's when you're in that low 20s when it gets real tense and you're down 3, right?
Yes. This is one of those games, very easy to come back, and they can make a service error right here. We make 2 points, and it's 16
right,
quickly. So
game, right?
Not uncommon in volleyball. Mrs. Rutz has been down 16 in a GMC game.
Remember
and come
that
back.
final one? You guys almost gave me a heart attack, and she almost had the baby right on the spot. I remember that game. One of my top 10 was highlights.
Right there again. Not a great pass, not a great set.
Yeah, we're just not. It doesn't look like we're playing with the confidence that we had.
We're playing not to lose right now instead of playing to win, and we all know that's not going to work out well for us.
And their kid number 11 is having a field day.
Yeah. Yep. That was a real smart swing by Josh right there. Real smart swing.
Yeah, I think Josh saw the court again, right?
Yeah, he showed that was going to be cross court all the way, and then took that with just his wrist, flicked it to the corner, and the setter charging a little bit was out of position. It's a great serve right there. Hopefully they can.
Oh boy.
They're.
You see, now I'm one of these guys. He's got to call a timeout like right now, or.
Well, we only have 2, so if he takes a second quick one here, we may need one. See right there?
Oh,
right there. That can't happen. That can't happen. That's a steal or a pick in other games. You just can't. Good up right there on a horrible pass. Right, there's a quick makeup right there by Mike Coyne. Had a smart play, little flick over, put it in dead space.
All right, now we got to get a couple. Is this our best server, you think, right here?
When
Lee? No, that's not Lee.
It's
that's
Ash. Yep.
Ash.
Not like that, it's not.
No.
I've been on them repeatedly, just as Coach Portera has, that their velocity on their serves is a little meek.
Right.
We need to pick up the tempo a little bit.
I always remember you saying you got to serve hard all the time. Got to serve hard.
Yep. They're all over him. They're all over him right now. We are not prepared for St. Joe's to do this to us right now after game 1.
Right.
Well, they're making a sub right here. They brought in Ed back row for Paul. Ed's a much better serve receive passer. So they're hoping to, they're gonna make a serve to him hopefully, and he's gonna make a real nice pass, and we're gonna be able to run an offense.
Well, maybe
or
that's
that
the break
happen.
we need.
Josh Shafir coming back to serve right now is one of our smarter servers. He's one who's going to put a ball in play in a good space right here to give us a chance to score. That was a much better serve than it looked.
All right, now the crowd gets excited a little bit. The noise level came up. As you see, it's 21-17. This is the second game if you just joined us. Bears won the first one. Oh boy.
The middles right now are not doing a very good job defensively against St. Joe's. They're on their heels, they're flat-footed, they're leaning. This is the part of the game where I was on the bench, I'd be yelling. I can't yell on TV, kind of.
No. All right. Keep it alive.
There you go. That's it. That's it. That's it. Great swings right there by Pat. He stepped up his game. Oh, that's another rule change. The players are responsible for getting the ball, not the lines people.
Well, I heard that. If I get time, remind me. I'll tell you why they say that's in basketball. I don't necessarily buy it.
Well, can't block a ball when you're 2.5 feet off the net.
Well, this so far is a surprise for me, the way they came back on us. It's 23-18 right now.
Great listen right there. The timing, the chemistry, everything that we talked about is completely off right now. There's I mean,
to make that the .24 is not a good showing.
Well, right now, if it wasn't for Paul on the outside and Pat on the outside, this would be a blowout. They've made some good swings. Let's hope that
hey, you never know.
We can come in here, make a couple good serves here, keep this ball on our side.
Just
if I'm a middle right now, I'm camping on the middle. Because there it is.
Oh.
There it is.
Whole different ball game. Now when you go set of 3, you've made the underdog a believer, right?
Definitely.
All right, now explain this to the audience. Some of them may be novice to the game. What goes on right here now? Yeah,
volleyball's best 2 out of 3, so we split. So they're going to call the captains in their coin toss. And the winner of the coin toss will get choice of 3 things: serve, receive, or side. So let's say, all right, you know, it looks like EB won. So they're going to take serve. St. Joe's is going to take this side as their choice, and then they'll be in receive. So for me personally, if I'd won that coin toss, I would have taken that side and put us back on the home bench. I wouldn't have worried about serve or receive. We won on that side. We're more comfortable on that side. Don't give them the ability to play on the side. They played better.
Why
make the switch?
Do they feel more comfortable on the side?
Maybe they wanted to serve more than anything else. Right? Maybe that's which is when you win the coin toss to start the game, the first thing you do is take serve.
Okay. And then they get choice again. Well, it's certainly a game now, and then we get a 3-minute intermission. So volleyball, I mean basketball. I asked the referee once, I said, why don't you go over there and pick the ball up? Why are you making the kid do that? He said their rules and their expectation is they never want to take their eye off the court in case there's a problem. So by them bending down
to get the ball
or walking with their back to the court to get the ball, takes their eyes off it. I don't know.
I think it depends on the ball's proximity to the official. If it's a step or 2, he needs to get the ball.
You can't walk backwards 3 steps and bend down. I can do that.
I'm not sure sometimes referees can.
I knew you were
just kidding all those referees out there.
I knew you were going to say that.
Don't yellow card me now. I got enough in my career.
Now, with this 1:25 on the clock ticking, and both teams ready, they can just waive that 1:25.
Yes. If they're both ready and the officials are ready and lineups are checked, which another weird one for me as a coach for a long time. The down official is going to walk out and confirm their lineups. Now, it's not an official check. It's just like a gesture. Right. So if you're out of rotation, it's not their fault. Then why are you checking the lineup?
I got you.
Right? So don't check it. Make us check it. Right? Make me be the one responsible. If I'm responsible for it, make me be the one for it. Because a couple times we've put him out there. The referee checks. We're out of rotation, but he just checked our rotation. Very confusing to me in that rule book type of a scenario.
The one complaint I hear about the volleyball time from the non-volleyball people is this 3 minutes here
in between
and the warm-up. They just can't deal with the warm-up.
Friday, if football has Friday for a warm-up, why do we have 20 minutes?
Friday. That's pretty good. That's a good line.
Stop the clock.
All right, here we go.
Middle. Again, setter inconsistency. is leading to a lack of offense right there. Again, he's off the net. Before he was on the net. All right, I'm sorry to rag on Jared right here, but he's got to do a better job. I forgot when I'm up here, I can't coach down there because they can hear me. All right. Was the right play by the St. Joe's player?
St. Joe's too crowded around the net. They had every...
No. When you hit, you want your players to come in because if they're blocked, then you get a play on the deflected ball. I don't know if they're getting in and out of that coverage quick enough, but again, that's experience. Nice play right there. Good smart play by Coyne. Wasn't a great ball that he could swing at. So put a ball in play. Joe's gave us a free ball, and that's what we have to do. When you get a free ball, you have to score out of it.
Correct.
You work on it in practice all the time. You chip balls to players, they've got to score out of it. 70% of the time, you've got to score on a free ball. And game 2, that was not happening, just like that. Bad blocker setup right there. Outside took advantage of it. Oh. We were talking before.
That's devastating.
Alumni for this game have been rolling in pretty steadily. We're seeing more and more people coming to show their respect and enjoy this game. And
for Emily and the family.
That's correct.
Very popular family in town.
Net. Right play by both middles. 11 for Joe's had contact on the ball, and he actually won the ball against our player, but because he forced through it, he made contact with the net.
I was just going to say the same thing.
That's it. Much better job right there by the blockers of turning the hitter in. All right, again, good block set right there. Our libero has very good hands as a setter, so our setter making a dig is not a negative for us.
I don't know why they're not setting number 11.
I think it comes down to more ball placement.
Okay.
If you're off the net, it's very hard to set, especially an immature middle,
I guess it's easier to say, set it to him if it's not the opportunity.
Yep. Good out, coming down quick. I don't know if that's legal, but okay. That play right there, 1, nice job by Joe's, but 2, the right side blocker cheated in against the middle, didn't get outside, and then the player down the line didn't do his job by staying in there and taking that ball. Right, he stepped out. That's what we're talking about right there. But when the ball's there, that ball's down that white line, that's what you're going to see Pat do. That's what you're going to see Paul do. You're going to see him make those swings and win points when that ball's there. So hopefully Jared can continue to make those sets and continue to make let serve right there. Great read right there by both blockers. Free, setters out, setters in basically. That could be considered a double, I would think. Tony.
Okay, that's 6-4 as you see, and this is the 3rd game, if you just joined us, of the best 2 out of 3. The Bears won the first one, very comfortable, 25-14, and I believe the second game was 25-19 in favor of St. Joseph's.
Good play right there, little luck on the EB side. As the ball was set to the opposite right there to Josh, the blockers for St. Joe's came up, hit the net on the way up.
Well, the results of this game is like a typical East Brunswick St. Joe's game.
That's right.
Going down to the wire.
That's right. That's right.
Game of 3. Large crowd enthusiasm.
It's actually a little surprising that the Joe's players aren't a little more verbally aggressive. They tend to be very, very team-oriented, very,
Yeah.
And
well, they seemed to show some emotion in the second game.
Yeah, no, I'm actually talking about the players that are off, not the players that are on. The players that are on and continue to play tough. You know, I'd actually hate to be East Brunswick in a GMC game against these guys, because they're gonna get better. They're gonna get good. They're gonna spend a lot of time in the gym. And
then, you know, when you're a sophomore and junior and you're on the team, you know, you're saying, it's not my team, so I could understand them not having that urgency as if what you were a senior.
Yes. But I tendency as a sophomore to play a little freer, though, because there isn't pressure to be as successful.
Okay,
so
good point.
Right, you're playing both sides of that as a. But.
Right, I see both points of view, and it's, you know.
St. Joe's today has done a pretty good job. Minus, that's a double, that should have been called. Minus the couple of first serve errors.
Oh boy.
Very, very disappointing defense right now by the Bears. Again, they're playing not to lose. They're not playing to win right now.
And in volleyball, you can't. You got to be the aggressor, right?
Yeah, you have to play every point like it's your last, and you can't play down to whatever's going on. See, there's a lucky play by EB right there. Joe's wins that point. It's 9-8. Now it's 10-7 on no positive play by the Bears, just a negative play by the Falcons. Outside. Go outside. Go outside. Your outsides have been scoring for you. Go outside. There you go. Go outside. Thank you. Sorry, that's my internal coach.
No, that's right.
Out.
I mean, you observed that we're scoring with the outside. Why not go to it?
Yep. And he's not been very successful with his.
Well, we had to be closer to the net on that.
Oh yeah. He was a full ball width on his own side. That's the tempo right there that Paul wants. That ball right there, that height, that flight, you put that ball there, they're not stopping him ever.
And that's so important for the setter, right? I mean, that's like you said, the quarterback.
Yeah, it's timing routes in football, right? You got that three-step drop and a quick inside slant. You can't be late, otherwise something's going to happen. Like, that's how it's got to be. And Jared's definitely capable. He's just got to continue to. Great dig right there by Pat. Smart play by Josh right there. Setter's coming all the way across. There you go. Again, right there. Good smart swing by Josh. Didn't kill it. Put it in a space where they had to play it tough. Here we got lucky off the top, but it was a smart swing right there that earned them that point. Hard thing to teach players, to be smart sometimes. They all want to just hit the ball as hard as they can.
Well, that's experience.
That's it. Great dig. Great time and great tempo.
It's a different team we have out there, right? They got a little hop to their play.
Now they're playing to win, right? Now they're playing with confidence, right? It's amazing how important that word is in sports, isn't it?
Right.
Good dig by Pat. Went over, one good space, keeps us alive. Standing up watching.
Right, we're not ready for the ball.
No. But hey, we got the St. Joe's EB match we were looking for, right?
Yeah.
Coming down to third, fighting hard. Maybe not pretty, but.
Well, a couple points here or there could extend or lead to a comfortable situation, or a couple on their side will make it a tense game.
Yep. That was the right play right there. They ran what they call a 31, pushing the middle over. Yep. Oof, that's a ball. It's got to be blocked. That's a bad swing. Not a bad set. That's a bad swing.
And he knew right away.
Yep.
He knew right away.
He's tight on takeoff. Back.
Oh. Like you said.
Right here. They got to earn a side out right here. If we earn a side out, we gain that confidence back. If he makes a service error again like he did before, then double.
Timeout. Timeout. You got to go timeout. Nope.
I think he's going to go one more right here.
All right.
I personally want to see my team earn that side out and not have it given away. Lift. All right, let's go. They got to take advantage of this, right? Right here, I think Coach Portera is making the right play. He's bringing Ed Wang in for Paul Anania. Ed's probably a more consistent server and definitely a better defender.
Is that score? Yeah, I thought the score was wrong. I was just going to ask you on that. Yeah.
Good swing right there. That kid's going to be continues to play.
He got some nice jump, nice arm extension.
Yep. You know, my first match against St. Joe's, 2000, out of rotation right there. Let's find out what's going on. No. Are you in 2? Get over here. Jared has to be on that side of Ed. Ed. My first match against St. Joe's has Jay Williams, who played for Duke and played in the NBA.
Right. That was out.
Yeah. And a player named Brian Bokash, who went on to play 4 years. But I guess he played basketball for St. Joe's and then played 4 years at Stanford in volleyball. That was quite a shell shock for me to play my first game versus them. That was a second-year program at Hunter and Central. And nice dig right there. I'm telling you, the libero for Joe's, nice play right there by Josh. Libero for Joe's, very good. Sees the ball very well. Very impressed by that young man tonight, keeping them in it.
I like the way we we didn't celebrate early and we stayed on the ball.
Yep.
I'll tell you another story to that Jason Williams story in a minute.
Right there. Even though St. Joe's made the error, East Brunswick is in a play to make that block. All right,
okay,
St. Joe's going to call a timeout.
So here's the story. Well, let's go into Patera first. That's more important.
Wait, you should get sick more often. No way. Yeah, that's good. Left foot just inside. Okay. Hey, let's go. We do not back down. Okay, let's go. We do not back down. We do not let the ball hit the floor. Let's go right here. Come on. Let's go, Eddie.
Well, not to back down, so he wants to stay aggressive, obviously, and doesn't want to hit the ball hit the ground. 1914 Bears. It's the third game if he just joined us.
Real nice play right there by Joe's. It hurts me to say that, by the way, crowd. It hurts me to say that.
What's that?
Just to the audience that's listening, that hurts me to say that. Nice play by St. Joe's.
Nah,
hurts me to say.
You gotta recognize good play on either team. All right, good hit, good strong hit.
Yep. Again, the outsides right now for East Brunswick are carrying this squad. When the ball's there, Pat Hennessy and Paul Anthony are putting the ball away.
All right, what we need is a couple more here to put Mr. Knopp at ease a little bit.
Yeah, I can't explain to the crowd how many times Mr. Noppenberger has made me more nervous than I was in my own match.
I don't understand why you say that. Okay, that makes it 21. That was another bad shot from St. Joe's. 22-15. Heads up, coach.
Do I get to keep it? No?
I think so.
Baseball, I get to keep it. Volleyball, I don't get to keep it. Press, press, press.
Oh.
Nope.
Nice hit. Anything can happen in this game.
Yeah, this could turn around either direction pretty quickly. Let's hope that this right here is. Hey, Joe's right now is putting up a good block, and East Brunswick's not doing a good job of seeing it and getting around it. I don't think that was a bad set. I just think Joe's won that point, and we're not covering the hitter well, so we've got to continue to grow, just like those guys. Every game, right, Mr. Knopf? We don't want to be good in April. We want to be good in June.
Right.
Great swing by Max McConaughey right there. Tempo was there. Timing was good.
He's saying to himself, why can't I do that all the time?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
But that's sports. That's,
yeah,
you know.
definitely. If we could do it every time, we'd be making money doing it, right?
So this could be game point here.
It's a good floater. Nope. It's a big group too. I was checking it out. Coach Miguel over there has got he got 12 or 14 on freshmen and 12 or 14 on varsity and 14 on JV. It's a big group.
Well, he's trying to figure out his best kids, so he's giving everyone a shot. I imagine. It's still early in the year, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the Bears have only played 4 games. This is our 5th and 1 tournament, and I'm sure they're similar. Well, I shouldn't say that.
They play a lot more games.
More games.
Yeah. They do a nice job, though. By running the quads at their place, I think it cuts down some stuff and travel and stuff and allows them to see more teams.
Okay, that makes it 24-20. That was Coach Patera with the whistle, giving instructions.
Thanks for covering for me, so now. Run it right here. Give Max the ball. Nice waffle. Nice waffle.
Boy, isn't it amazing? A miss hit, and then you have that.
Oh,
well, what a great day.
There's Mr. Fredericks.
There's Mr. Fredericks family. What a great day for the Fredericks family and the Bears, and I'm sure Emily is watching this game and has a smile on her face. But let me give you that story that Jason Williams, our first state championship in volleyball game, the young Schuler kid hit it over Jason Williams for game point at Bridgewater. That's where they held the championship.
Yep. You know, Chris Schuler?
I forget.
Chris Schuler, who won that point. That was his junior year.
Oh, junior?
His senior year, he had a block to win the state title. He won the final point on back-to-back state titles.
I'll never forget that. Especially because it was over Jason
Over Jay Williams, yeah. At that point, he was just Jay Williams, right? He was just Jay Williams then, right? Hadn't gone to Duke, hadn't done all the NBA stuff, so.
Right. Well, and that was his first year playing volley. Well, anyway, it was a pleasure. I thank you and the athletic department for allowing me to be part of this very special event. And now we're providing the MVP award.
Yeah, right now we're going to give out the first Emily Fredericks Award.
And presenting it
right now they're bringing out the family. They're going to bring out Jack and Rich and Laura and Mike.
Now Dad in the red there, he played basketball for me when I was JV coach way back in the late 70s.
Yeah. Yeah, so Paul Anania right now is the winner of the first Emily Fredericks Award. This award will carry over to girls season from now on.
Okay.
It will be a girls award, but because of when this occurred, we thought it was prominent for us to do this right now. Being that Jack played for us and Emily played for us, that we're I don't know how other sports do it, but for us, volleyball, we're a family. Girls come help boys, boys come help girls. We're working together, so it's really great to see the family out there really enjoying the moment. And I hope we did Emily proud right here today.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. And there's Mr. Yanazzo out there and the coach. Everyone congratulating one another. Really an emotional time for everyone. But anyway, that's the Bears winning 2-1 against St. Joe's in a typical hard-fought contest. We wish best of luck to St. Joe's in the future and the Bears. And we'll be back shortly. So on behalf of Coach Rutz and I, congratulations and go Bears.